Hey, this is Sean Zelda from The Drive Home. Let's talk about Off the Deep End. This song is about my 10-year battle with addiction. I was really caught up in alcohol and other things, other drugs. It's really just about describing what it's like to feel in that place, for me at least. It's very energetic because I have a tendency toward more of the mania side, a lot of high energy stuff going on in my head all the time, getting lost in losing myself into different realities and things like that. We start the song, I'm off the deep end now. So there was a part of me throughout this entire 10 years that could sort of see what was going on, but then there was obviously the more powerful part of me was the part that wanted to keep indulging in this lifestyle. It's a long way down. You'll hear throughout the song there's this tiny little voice of reason that kind of pokes its head into it here throughout. That's the little part saying like, oh, that's a long way down. Are you sure you want to take that jump? And I decided to take the jump. Fell fast and hit the ground. Now my head's swimming in the clouds. Swimming in the clouds essentially is my mind, losing my mind really. I mean, I've lost my mind quite a few times in the midst of this chaos. And it's really just, there's this tiny awareness saying like, are you sure you want to jump? Well, now you're gonna have to deal with the consequences. So then we go into the chorus. 'Cause in these trying times, all the signs are pointing back. All of those signs were there, and there was a part of me that could see them, but it was definitely overpowered by the part of me that said, oh, I'll be fine. Like, you know, I really just want to feel the way that I want to feel. And drugs and alcohol gave me that feeling. And that always won out versus the voice of reason. And I've got all of these lines, none of them shine, they're scribbled out. I thought that everything I did was garbage, and the only lyrics I could write were lyrics worth scribbling out and crumpling up and throwing in the trash. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to go from here. I was completely uninspired. I had no real purpose in life. And, you know, I had a very strong soul sickness that I was dealing with. Tragic voodoo child, where do you belong? Basically, this is a point where I'm asking myself, what are you doing? That part of me that knew better was struggling to watch me do what I was doing to myself. The voodoo child thing is a reference to Jimi Hendrix. That was the first song I ever learned on drums when I was 10, and so I wanted to reference sort of the more innocent times that I had in my life when things were simpler and I hadn't started experimenting with drugs and alcohol, looking back on when things were better. Broken heart, open mind, susceptible to the unsuspected divine. The broken heart has to do with a relationship, my first love, essentially, that I was dealing with the breakup of that. And a big part of why we broke up was because I had embarked on this new lifestyle. There's a weird juxtaposition, I feel like, when I look back between this broken heart and open mind, because the things that I had done in my addiction had opened up a lot of doors for me that I couldn't close, that were allowing my demons to flood in and take control over my psyche. And so I had this broken heart and this open mind, and I was susceptible, but I didn't realize it at the time. When I first started experimenting with drugs and alcohol, I just thought it was going to be fun and games. But the problem was, when I started drinking, even from the very beginning, I drank like an addict does. And that became the absolute most important thing in my life. And all the other things, relationships, family, friends, it took a back seat to my addictions. So I was susceptible to the unsuspected divine, which, like I had touched on earlier, I'm really more talking about the demons of the divine realm, which I allowed to flood into my life. So we get to the end. I don't know which way to go. Show me how to get back home. I don't know which way to go from here. I had exhausted all my options, and I was finally willing to ask God, the universe, whatever it is out there that could potentially help me. So show me how to get back home. Whoever you are, whatever you are, just show me, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Again, this is sort of a reflection on the experience. It's looking back and looking at, wow, what can I say about all this that might be relatable or something that could help somebody else? And this is what we ended up with. There is life after addiction. I thought my life was over and that I was never going to write a song again, but life has gotten a lot better. And it all started when I just asked for help. And it has led to a really great life, and there's no way I would be doing this band or anything without it. And if that helps anyone, I hope this message is getting through to you. So that's off the deep end. Thanks for listening.